Hi, it's Abigail from cut&alter for the day 5 and the final day of the Christmas free motion quilting that I have been doing this week. Now, you'll see on the title it says letters and words. Whilst not traditionally Christmas, I thought it might be nice to be able to put some words in any of your Christmas quilting, or if you are doing a Christmas quilt for somebody, it's always nice to add a few words in. So that is what we're doing today, and it should, if you're my age or a little bit younger or older, it should remind you of school. So we are going to practice our cursive handwriting. That is a way of doing a continuous line, which, as you'll know, over the past few days, I've mentioned that a lot. It saves a lot of time. By being able to quilt a continuous line, you just keep going and you don't have all the thread ends to think about. So today I am going to focus on cursive writing, and I'm just going to start showing you how I would do all the letters of the alphabet and then put it together into some Christmassy things. I probably won't speak much whilst I'm doing it because I need to concentrate. Okay, so that's A through to K. You will see that you do have to do something different here. And here, if you want a dot on your I's and J's, you're going to have to put a little dot on when you get to the top. Okay, and then we will start with L. Q is quite difficult, really. I suppose you could just go back up that line. I might break thread on that one. R, S. So on these ones, the points to think about are the Q. Do you do the tail? I might need to practice that stitching out and see how I do that. The R is an R like that. That's your cursive R, so that you, rather than your bog standard R. And then your S as well is like that as opposed to like that. And then also the T, to cross your T, you need to do that on your downward. So you come down and cross your T that way. Okay, we will just get rid of those and do the rest. So I'll just start from R again so you can see. So you would come in, just fitted it in. So the Z on this one, actually I've just done a normal Z, but if you were doing cursive or if Z was in the middle of a word, you do your Zs like that, and then you could join back up if you wanted to. Okay, so that's A through to Z. So I will now just give a few examples of Christmassy things that you might like to do. So obviously the first one, I've got two lines here because I'm not going to fit it all in across. So this is where the cursive R comes in very useful. So Mary, oops, I'm going off the lines on this one. Okay, so we've got those three cursive R's. We've got the dots on the I and we've got the cross on the T. So those are just things to think about. This really is great to just be practiced on paper. You can see I've got 3 lines. So I've got the top margin, the capitals, and then about halfway, or you can do it about 2/3 up for the lowercase. So we've got Merry Christmas. We can also do I don't know, season's greetings maybe. Back into black. Obviously this would ordinarily have a an apostrophe there, but you will probably be forgiven for not having exactly correct grammar. So again, with the T, you cross it coming down. The I, you need to put the dot on. Okay. Season's greetings. And a couple of other ones would be, oh, so for this one, I would come back down there, backtrack on that one for Noel. If you wanted to do joy, a capital J, I would do like that to make it continuous. For peace, for my my capital P, I would probably start there, so then I could travel along and do it like that. And then hope, travel up, cross it, up. So quite often there is some backtracking. You can choose if you want to stop, break, thread. If say you wanted to do normal H, as it were, you could do an H like that, and then you could stop, break, thread here, and then you could just start it from there. And sometimes when I've done P's, that is also what I've done. So I have done a P like that, I've broken thread, and then I start again. It's just your preference. Okay, so now I'm going to go to the machine and you can see how I quilt them. Okay, here I am at the machine. I am ready to get going with quilting some letters and words, and I thought I would do as I did in the drawing section, and I'll start with the alphabet so you can see how I form those. stop there because I hadn't actually stopped or breathed throughout all of that. So just as a reminder, whether you're quilting on a long arm or a domestic, to actually stop, breathe, reposition yourself, shrug your shoulders. If you can, always stop at a point because it's far easier to restart on a point or a corner than the middle of a curve. You know, sometimes your curve won't be as smooth when you restart. Okay. Sorry. I started doing Christmas, didn't I, instead of you, so after tea it should be you. So there we go. That was quite funny because I've been thinking that the next one I'm going to do is Merry Christmas. That's what I started doing. But as you can see, there's the alphabet with an extra M and an extra A. Okay, so now if we go on to Merry Christmas. Oh, let me just point out those things. So the things I pointed out in the video were needing to put the dots on the I's and the J's. So you need to do that at the top of it. Q is a little bit funny, whether you do the tail or not and break thread. The R is a cursive R because it flows much better when quilting in a continuous line. And the T, you need to come up, do the cross and then come down again. Okay. Now it's your choice whether you stop and break thread and then do the next word. However, if I was quilting, I wouldn't do that because I don't really like bearing threads very much. So I would just travel along in the ditch if there is one, and then start the next word. Okay, so let's take a look at that. And there we have Merry Christmas. Okay, so the other words we did, I'll just move back up here and do some in here. We did, actually, let me just do it here. I'm trying to think of what the other words are now. Oh, yeah. So, we actually did season's greetings too. I just finish off with a little heart or a star. The other two were peace and joy, so it was deciding whether you were just going to do the capital P and then break thread, or whether you were happy to backtrack. So I will see which way that goes. Yeah, I would backtrack. And then the next one was joy. If I was going to break thread, I would then start again up there, but I'm just going to travel up there. Actually, no, I'll break thread. Okay. That's a lovely one to quilt because it's all curling and swirling. So when I'm breaking thread here, this isn't how I do it properly because I'm not tying off or anything, but it gives you an idea. Okay, so just take a quick look at them. That was Merry Christmas, Noel, Season's Greetings, Peace and Joy. I hope that was helpful. And I hope you have a go at it. And if you do, please share some pics and tag me at cut&alter because I would love to see some.